Hello, it's Thursday, June 4. Today our scripture reading is Genesis 4. I've included a link to that passage in the description of this video, and I encourage you to read the passage before watching the rest of the video. I'd like to talk about two things quickly in today's passage. First is the way that God describes sin. He says that sin is crouching at the door. He says this to Cain, but he really means this for all of us. Sin is right there for us human beings. And we, like Cain, continue to give into it, to let it master us. Now, maybe we don't murder someone the way that Cain did, but we aren't better. We as human beings continue to live under the power of sin, to give in to sin, instead of resisting it the way that we should. Now, thankfully, by the grace of God, God frees us from the power of sin. And so at times those of us who believe in God, we don't always give in. We're not controlled by sin anymore, though we do often still give in. But we also see the grace of God in the lives even of those who don't believe in Jesus, that by God's grace, we don't give in to every single sinful thought we have. But still, sin is there. And we fall into sin again and again. And apart from Jesus, our lives are controlled by sin. But the second thing I wanted to point out is that even though sin is all over our world, even though sin controls our lives outside of Christ, God's goodness is still at work. Even among Cain's descendants, who seem to have no interest, no belief in God, good things are happening, and that they're developing new things and learning new skills and caring for the earth. And so we see that they're raising livestock, they're playing string instruments, they're making tools out of bronze and iron. And here's God's goodness coming through, that God has given us abilities to create and develop and care. And human beings do some of these things, even with sin in our lives. Because God's goodness is stronger than sin. And through Jesus, God gives us freedom from sin. Freedom to live for Him. So those are a couple things I thought about when I read today's passage. If you have other things that you thought about, please feel free to share them below. I'd love to try to answer any questions you have or hear some comments and insights from you. But thanks again for watching. I hope that you have a great day.